I agree they are special. Welcome back to Alex. So the judge. No doubt, as Nigeria be, so everybody's collecting woto, both left and center. As Obasanjo don blastalize Tinubu, that Tinubu no get plan. That is why Nigeria did this state will be say dey so. And meanwhile, on the other hand, we just get the sad news that Nigerian Navy don't buy a fellow Navy. Meanwhile, the full interview you guys have been waiting for concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, we just have it. So we're going to let you guys listen to that full interview. But before they let us go into this breaking, you see, breaking Nigerian Navy seaman guns down colleague during argument in Zamfara. Just argument because everybody is pissed with the situation of the country. That is why anything will just happen. You just trigger your anger, you press your trigger, you go on personnel. It's also a reporter that the two personnel who were born both serving at Team 3, former Operation Hiding the Jam, now newly named Operation Shanto Yema, were having an argument after which LS Akila shot his colleague. A Nigerian Navy leading seaman, LS Simple, identified as Akila, has gunned down his colleague, named with head, during an argument down Santa Mura local government area of Zamfara state. So it's okay like this. Just imagine, he gunned his own colleague down. And now, let's move on to the other news we have. This is from Obasanjo. Obasanjo does the talk since no longer become office, but he's run as a military head, as a civilian. He not find this problem of Nigeria. Now I call it find the problem. What do you think? What do you say of a president who comes into office without a plan? Obasanjo slam Tinubu, but that Tinubu not get plan. That just affected on this thing before the election. That Tinubu no even need this. You know what who has president, but just want that title to be included in his name. Most of them officers don't know what I talk. How it be now? Obasanjo just disclosed that the country is grappling with a defect in leadership, attributing the current crisis to poor governance, economic mismanagement, and rampant corruption. Former President Obasanjo has again condemned the current leadership in Nigeria, while referring that President Bola Tinubu came into office without a coherent plan, which has exacerbated the nation economic woes. Don't forget all these many stories, because when I like to go the story, write book full. To cut the long story short, anybody that come up for office, they always a better pass who they for office. That's Nigeria. So if now many people now that they miss Buhari, they say Buhari come back. When Obasanjo come out, they miss her. We Yaradua come out, good luck. We good luck come out, they miss her. Now Tinubu na that day. If Tinubu come out, the next person will come in power will cause they miss Tinubu. So it's normal, it's circle. The circle, Nigeria not good, it's not good. Let's listen to this man. We'll be right back.
Distinguished members of the media, this is a brief press encounter by the members of the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the media people concerns primarily what happened yesterday at the Federal High Court. Yesterday, because of the serial and consistent disobedience of the orders of Justice Binta Montere Nyako regarding the council visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Federal High Court registrar issued a Form 49. A Form 49 is a notice issuing to the defaulter, to the contemnor, the person in contempt of court, the person disobeying the order, to come to court and show cause why he should not be committed to prison for disobedience of court order. This happened yesterday, and I shall release the transcript to the media after this press conference. Now, the idea we got, it is very self-evident that the DSS, the DG of the DSS, Mr. Adeola Oluwatoshi Ajayi, is not acting in vacuum. He's acting on the authority of an advice, legal advice rendered to him by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and their private lawyer, Ashowaju Adiboyega Awomodo, SAN. That legal advice is this, that by virtue of the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, all the orders she made in relation to that case are now null and void. They actually took a step by filing a court process at the Court of Appeal stating the same thing, that all the orders issuing from Justice Binta Nyako are now null and void. Evidently, that legal advice has not been retracted, and that is why the new DG of DSS, Mr. Ajayi, is refusing us, lawyers Mazin Namdekano, from having any visitation whatsoever with him as ordered by the court. You will recall that Justice Binta Nyako ordered that counsel to Mazin Namdekano, the legal team, should be given a 3-day visitation regimen every week, which are supposed to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But since 27 September, and the pursuant or after the refusal of Justice Binta Nyako, DSS has consistently refused us entrance into the facility to see Mazin Namdekano. And in fact, on 23rd, which was on Wednesday, we were barricaded. We were stopped at the very first gate of DSS from even going inside. This is a travesty of justice. When you disobey the order of court, no court should take it lying low. And this was why the Registrar of the Federal High Court issued that notice to Mr. Ajayi yesterday. Now, let me say this. When they filed this legal process in court, seeking to nullify all the orders issuing for Justice Binta Nyako, we did not go to sleep. We also filed a counter process in response, stating to the court that if in fact the orders issued by Justice Nyako are now null and void, then that must include, as a matter of logic, it must include the very order she issued, which was the first one that led to the remand and detention of Mazin Namdekano. So if the government is now arguing that the order of visitation is no longer valid by virtue of that recusal, then the order of detention shall also not be valid. This is our argument. So we use this opportunity to make the point that this continuing misconduct by the DSS, which is unconstitutional, is number one thing that is complicating the trial of Mazin Namdekano that they so much desire. Pray, how can you try a man? How can you subject a man to trial for capital offenses when you do not allow his lawyers to see him? This is why we're opposed to trial. But they make it look like we are unwilling to stand trial. No, we are not. We are willing, but the constitutional considerations or constitutional conditions, requirements before a trial can ensue must be present. And the most important one, and which is overriding, is our client's right to fair trial. You cannot have fair trial in the absence of lawyers having access to the defendant to prepare him for trial. So this notice that was issued yesterday has become the climax of this serial contempt of orders of court by the DSS. And we don't think, and we never expected, that the new director, a well-educated man like Mr. Ajayi, which I understand to be a lawyer, should inherit the whatever bad legacy that was left at that DSS by the predecessor, by the departing DG, Bichi. So we expected him to act better and to act within the confines of the law. So this is why we decided that we should shed light on this. You are going to receive details of that in your emails later on. Thank you. Then,
all right, I listen to Mazin Namdekano lawyer just making this update. Please pray for Mazin Namdekano. That's all I can say, because nothing more. Nigeria government is there for it, not the year. Meanwhile, I make this Ojuku wife will be like just the work under Tinubu now. Advisor, make you release Mazin Namdekano for national peace to remove from here.